So, guys, I just want to ask, right? Um, how was both of your experience being on Pop the Real and Find Love?
All right.
Yeah, it was decent. It was decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna
It was
say like,
good. It was just our
yeah,
episode.
You said it was
yeah,
just a what?
It was a good experience. It was
Uh-huh.
just our episode. It was just
Mm.
our episode was our experience, and I felt like I had a good experience, me personally.
All right, so as we saw, we ended our follow up kind of, I think, on a good note.
It was a positive note.
You guys said you were still dating, getting to know each other, weren't really rushing into anything. And, all the comments and the viewers were like, oh my God, I'm rooting for them. Like, people loved you guys from the show to the follow up. And now we're just dying to know
Yeah,
what's going on. Yeah.
they're definitely like fans' favorites.
Uh-huh.
People really are rooting for you two. They're like, yeah, those two are so cute. The anime couple, everybody just want to hear like, how's it going? You two, are you working out?
As you can see for the title of this video, the beloved anime couple.
So tell us, let us know what's going on.
Let's start with Mishna because I'm getting some faces over there.
Okay, so basically, me personally, I feel like when we ended off on our follow up video,
Mhm.
I felt like when we left, I felt like we were good.
Okay.
And I've had suspicions about certain things. Those certain things were, honestly, if I'm being completely transparent, I never really liked the fact how during our follow up video, when Arlette, you asked me, has everything, how are you guys doing? Have you guys have any issues? Is anything going on? I vocalized and I said, I felt like he talks a lot, he talks over me. That's what I said in that episode. And when I looked back at it, I didn't think anything of it. And instead of, I felt like there was just lack of accountability. This is just my opinion. And I felt like it was more or less just like, instead of saying, well, I didn't mean to make her feel that way, it was more or less like, oh no, I definitely don't talk over her. And when I kind of go through our conversations and when we would go on FaceTime, it was something that when it comes to me bringing up situations or me expressing how I'm feeling, sometimes I get pushed back. That's, again, how I'm personally feeling, because it's more or less just the fact that when it comes to me talking and dating and doing stuff like that, I know exactly what I want. I know what my goals are. I know exactly what I'm looking for. And me being, again, Haitian, I was raised in a household where my opinion and my voice didn't matter. Sit there, stay, don't talk. You're not allowed to have an opinion. Even 23, stay in a child's place. And I'm just like, okay, that's something I just don't want with my significant other. I want someone to acknowledge how I'm feeling. And even if we don't agree, take it into consideration. And I just didn't feel that. I didn't feel any sort of like,
It's crazy. Well, it's not crazy. It's just like you kind of, the gears in your brain start to kind of turn because of the fact that she's talking about her parents this way, how she felt, which is right. Right on her behalf to, she grew up with her parents. She know how she felt in that household, but she was still picking somebody on the show that she had to bring home to their parents as if she still needed her parents' approval for the person that she dates. But she wants to move on in that relationship with a person not treating her. Oh, no, nobody wants to be treated like, you're not my dad. You're not my mom. You know what I mean? They don't want to be treated like their parents. Like nobody wants that, right? So
I didn't feel any sort of like affection. Like there's a difference between going on a date with someone and being cordial than you showing that you have affection for someone. Like
Yeah.
you can, everyone knows how it feels when someone is attracted to them, when someone really wants to be with them. You can feel that love. And I just didn't feel it.
Okay.
Chandler?
Nah,
Like,
I'm not even. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I understand. I understand where she's coming from. You know what I mean? I'll keep it a buck. That's pretty true. At the same time, though, Mishna, it goes both ways. You understand what I'm saying? right? And I told you in the beginning, I was like, yo, I'm actually tired of dating women where it's like I'm the one who has to pour out all this love, all this affection, and all this energy, and I don't get nothing in return. You know what I mean? So we did talk about that. And then the crazy part is, you guys, to segue into what truly happened is, right? We agreed on, hey, when you get off work, go ahead, FaceTime me. You know what I mean? We'll catch up, you feel me? And just talk, right? Mishna over here like, great, can't wait. I'll hit you up. She said she'll hit me up. Yet here we are, days later, right? No text back, no, hey, my bad, Chandler, you know what I'm saying, fell asleep, or, oh, hey, Chandler, sorry, lost track of time, whatever, right? So I finally hit her up because, again, I'm seeing Instagram Live after Instagram Live after TikTok. So I'm like, okay, you're on TikTok, you got time to talk to randos on Instagram Live, but the person you match with, you don't FaceTime back, you don't hit back, you know what I mean? So it's just like, for you to be like, oh, I wasn't getting any sort of affection from Buddy, when you literally ghosted the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was...
Maybe because she was feeling like that and just didn't let you know, and she was going through a phase of, well, he should know he's doing this on purpose, and decided to do that. And that was pretty ignorant of her, and she wasn't communicating that. I'm not sure. But then you can say, okay, maybe he was holding back a little bit more than he thought he was because of his past women that he dated. He's poured all that. So he thought he should hold some back, and he thought he was pouring enough in to where it's just like, okay, maybe this is a good enough amount of me pouring into her, and then she could pour some back. And I guess for her, it wasn't. That's what it sounds like.
Literally reaching out to you. I would hit you up every morning. You know that. Not like every morning, but consistently every other day. Like, hey, how's it going? Hey, you down to FaceTime later? And you'd be like, yeah, I'm down. Right? So for you to be like, there was no affection there was no nothing, that's cap. I'm calling cap on that.
Now she's saying it's crazy. See, this is why I need video footage. I need screenshots. I need everything, because I don't know who's lying and who's over exaggerating things.
See how you say you're a fraud analyst, but you can't even smell your own bullshit that you're serving up on a platter. Because here's the thing with that is that
Go ahead.
The phone works both ways, Chandler. It works both ways. And I'm not talking about when you say, like, you give your heart out, do you have to give out all this affection? Like, you want to be extra and be like, oh, all this affection, that's why I don't like dating women. How about some affection? I'm not asking for the minimum, which is like roses. I'm not asking, just some affection. Like, hey, I miss you. Like, where have you been? Like, instead of you didn't even contact me at all. Because I'm sorry, Chandler, I'm not going to chase you.
Because you said you would. Why do I need to have to hound you to contact me? That's the point I'm trying to get across.
Okay, I understand.
Talking about I'm bullshit. Like, come on.
Okay, does it look like you're talking to yourself in the text messages? Is it a whole bunch of voice calls? Like, will your call and text log make you look like a crazy person? If you can answer that, if you say yes, it'll make me look like I'm a psycho. Then okay.
I don't want to have to hound you, Mishna. I told you that. Like, you're a grown woman. You said
Chandler. So this happened once.
No, there was another time where she did hit me back. Like, yo, I fell asleep. That's my bad. I was like, hey, you're good. It happens. Thanks for at least hitting me back up. But then the other time, like I said, it was just like, okay, you literally said you would contact me.
It's me hitting you up. It's me reaching out. It's me doing this. It's me.
Just stuck on more cell phone conversations. What else is it like? Past is just the communication with the phones, text messages. What's up? What else is going on? Personality things, or what's
me doing that? Like,
we just talked about affection and pouring in. I think we were getting somewhere there. Now we're stuck on the cell phone. Okay, well,
because you're the one that said I'm off late.
Okay,
so again, Mishna, I have to read your mind. Oh, Mishna is approximately off at 9:38 p.m. Read the text message. You literally like, I will hit you up when I'm off. Again, Mishna, I'm not hounding you, bruh. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? So this is why we got into this weird disagreement, because you want me to do things that I'm not going to be doing. Like, if you said you're going to hit me up, you got to do it.
I can say one thing. I'm not hounding a girl. Like, even if we're dating, if she's off at 9. If it happens enough, then maybe some type of soft address will come up. But if it happens like a absorbent amount of times, like she always said she would hit you up when you're always like, you never hit me. I was like, that's all right. You don't have to, because it never happened. Like, don't worry. She's off late, 9:30. She probably sleepy as hell. She don't want to hit nobody. She fell asleep. If it happens a bunch of times, I'm good. But if it happens, once, there's no way I'm a trip about that.
I'm not going to sit here and be like, Mishna, you didn't hit me up. What happened? Mishna, what's going on? You said we're not. You said you're a grown-ass woman. Okay, well, a grown-ass woman. Hey, I'm going to hit you back. I apologize.
That's the difference between someone who's genuinely interested in someone and someone's not. You could have had every opportunity for almost it was almost a full month until you reached out to me. Okay. You could have hit me up as well within that time. I will take accountability for not reaching out, but as someone who's always putting in the effort, in my opinion, I'm always the one apologizing. I'm always the one explaining, and this, that, and the third. And you have every right to feel how you feel, but you doing all this extra stuff, there's no reason for you to act like this. You could just literally just talk.
I did. And then you said, I do not wish to continue this. And I was like, okay,
the way you addressed me,
I can't say what I can't say. You know what I mean?
Because the way you addressed me was disrespectful. The way you addressed me was disrespectful.
So what did he say?
Yeah, what is that?
So basically, how we started the conversation, and if you want, I could send you guys, or Chandler, if you want to send the message to make sure that I'm not being messy or anything, you could send them over to them so they could see it, so they can read it. When he when it was almost a full month since we haven't reached out to each other, it was more or less,
because that's better. We haven't reached out to each other, not just him.
Good. I haven't heard back from you. You're too busy to go on. I see you going on live.
What I just said, yeah, work on what I just said.
Instead of talking to me. If I haven't heard back from someone in that long, and that's the energy you're immediately coming to me with, I'm sorry, I'm not going to continue this. You're not going to talk to me like that. And how I responded back to you, good morning, how have you been? It's curt.
There's something she's leaving out, but
I'm not gonna continue with someone who's gonna address me like that. That's just not how it's gonna go.
So the last time you guys spoke was when you said you were gonna call him after you got off work, and then you didn't, and then that was just the end of it. You guys didn't speak again.
Yeah, because I honestly, transparently,
because he ended up looking like a crazy person. Like he said, I mean, the way he's coming off now, I wouldn't come off like, oh, no, I'm not. No, hell no, that's not me. But hit you up enough times to the point that the communication, I guess, from your side was bad. I guess I can't really call it. But then you stopped talking to him for a month. So it's acknowledged that she cut it off because he seemed a little bit too pushy with her communication style. Stuff didn't start adding up to him. So he felt some type of way. And I guess she felt that he was getting more aggressive. And then she called it off. And then a month later, then you respond to whatever, and then this is what you get. So
I wanted to see if he was going to reach out, and he never did until almost a month later.
That's crazy. Really the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, let's see if Mishna will actually reach back. So guys,
I don't know. I can't call it.
So both of you was basically playing a game.
Playing the same damn game.
I just can't take how he just making everything a joke.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Sorry to cut you. Chandler, it seems like do you normally chase a girl, or do you also do you want to be chased?
No, we always do the chasing, but at the same time, you know how tiring that is to be chasing and chasing and chasing.
So you chased. So you're saying that you chased her a lot, and she wasn't
tired of it.
It wasn't even necessarily I was chasing her. It was just mutual. That's what I was saying. But at the same time, it's just like what I said at the end of that text, though. I was like, you didn't have to end it like that, Mishna. That's what was so awkward about this. Again, we're adults. All you had to say was just like, you know what, dude? It's just not.
Because I want someone who wants to put in the effort and the time, the same effort I'm putting back in. I just honestly felt like I liked you more than you liked me.
I don't.
Can
I
you
don't.
answer
I
that
don't.
question?
Yeah, let's go more into that. Let's go back to that because you skipped over that. So what's really going on with that?
Please, Chandler. Like, she said she felt like she
Because
liked you more. So did you like her as much? As much as
At
she
any
might.
point.
Because I
You know,
invited you over to my house. You know where I live. I cooked you dinner. I wanted to invite you over and us to watch a movie. I put in effort to actually try to get to know you and try to break down that barrier. And after you left, I felt like I didn't get anywhere. I put in all this effort for a side hug.
Chandler, did you like her?
you know, I felt when she picked me, and this is from just how I felt about it, it wasn't necessarily out of, oh, I like Chandler because he's Chandler. It's, I like Chandler because I'm going to take pity and everyone else kind of popped their balloon. So I'm going to just keep it and just, hey, just see where this, right? So I necessarily really didn't feel like on both ends we really liked each other like that. It was necessarily just like, hey, let's just get out of this gracefully and call it a day.
So
We went on 4 dates.
you didn't like her.
Right.
Is
'Cause
what
she
you're
said
saying.
she said that she was into you.
If I didn't like a man, would I give any man
I'm kind of confused now.
my address? Would I let them see that? I don't even know where you live. I haven't even met your parents. You know what my parents look like. You've seen my house. You've been in my home. I put in.
I don't know what your parents look like, but I've been to your
Yes,
home.
you
But I don't know
did.
what your
You
parents
came
look
into my kitchen and you looked at the picture that
You
I
got a
have
picture on the
in my
fridge?
kitchen. And you said, "Oh, is that your family? You guys have a cute, you guys make a good family. This is a nice picture." Don't act like you haven't been. Oh, yeah,
I didn't say all
you're
that.
saying you don't remember. See, and that's what I'm talking about. A man who
He didn't say he didn't remember. He just never mentioned it.
genuinely cares about me and actually wants to build something. And I know what it's like when a man is attracted to me. And it's not giving that. It's just not. And I'm not going to
Okay.
do all the extras. That's just, it's plain to see.
So kind of to go back to
So, what was the things that I want to know what signified him to be like, there had to be some key things that happened that struck him to be like, whoa, hold on. Is this all performative? Like, she really don't like me like that. Like, what was the trigger with that? If she's like cooking you dinner and stuff like that.
show, Chandler. So she was, I believe, Mishna, you were the last one with your balloon left unpopped. So Chandler, did you feel like you had
It was
to
him.
go with her, or do you feel like if
Was she actually your type, or was
you like, did you feel like you had to go with her instead of popping her balloon?
Yeah.
Why?
Honestly, it just would have been a dick move if I was like, all right, I'm gonna just pop your.
So
balloon
so
right
wait,
here.
so
she's
you
not
picked
actually your
her
type?
from pressure of the show.
A little bit, yeah. I'll admit that.
Why did you do that?
You know, like I said, it was just the last one. I didn't want to just be like, oh well, hey, let me just pop it. I was just like, all right, sure, let's go. We'll do the date and get out of here.
So you said okay at that
But
time
you guys went on 4 days.
you didn't want to feel like you was being a jerk, but how do you feel right now?
A little bit of a jerk, you know. I do understand that, from Mishna's standpoint, she was really looking for love. Like I said, I kind of was, but then I saw, the show and everyone was there, and I was just like, okay, I'll just do it just to do it, but
You
I,
knew
I
what you
don't know.
signed
We'll
up for.
find love. No, I know. Like I said, I went there initially to find love, but then I was just like, okay, I don't think this is.
But did you go because your brother went? Because there was a guy he was saying on there that was his brother. It was like this dark skinned, like built, like muscular dude that all the girls wanted. Well, a lot of them, favored him. But yeah, like what was that? Or is that just a guy that you're really good friends with and you say, hey, that's my brother? You know what I mean? I'm like, did he come on there with him and just to go, just because,
This is
And the crazy thing
how
is,
I don't think this is how I
addressed
want to find love, right?
I addressed you about it and I asked you. I gave you an opportunity for an exit. I asked you. I was like, hey, maybe it's just me, but I feel like you're not attracted to me. If I'm really looking for someone I could build with, if you're not interested, please let me know. Confirm or deny. I did say that.
Yeah.
And he said, no, I'm definitely interested. I definitely want to continue this. And
Okay.
honestly, listening to you say this now, I felt like now looking back at it, you made me feel crazy for not thinking that oh, he does like me. Maybe this is just how he is. When you picked me out of pity. And when you just said, oh, that I picked you out of pity, but then you ended up picking me out of pity. No, I actually liked you. I actually liked you. I enjoyed spending time with you. I thought you were smart. I thought you were different from the crowd. I'd rather you have
Then why didn't you hit a nigga back?
I'd rather you,
because she can tell you didn't like her.
I'd rather you would have popped my balloon in front of everybody and I could have walked away with my head held high than coming back here and listening to this. Are you serious? Okay. Continue.
No. So, Chandler, obviously,
So if she addressed it, then, well, what was your answer? If your answer was be like, nah, I don't really. Well, his answer was, I want to continue on with this. But the thing is, she didn't address it again. Be like, yo, fam, you're not even really like rocking with me like that. I guess she felt that he was playing around too much. He was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna talk to you no more or give you the time of day or anything like that. So she just let it off like that. So
this moment right now, do you have anything to say to Mishna?
No, we said what we needed to say. I apologize for wasting your time. Right.
So you said you don't have nothing to say, but you just said you apologize.
Yeah.
I can tell you what Mishna needs to do. Stop worrying about your parents. Of course, you don't want to date somebody that's too ridiculous, but I mean, I can't tell her to date this person because of the fact that they give off the vibe of I can bring you home to my parents. That's not a bad vibe to go off of, but I say start with that, but go off more into your personal thing to be like, you know what, my parents might not like this particular thing about this guy, but this guy treats me better than all the other guys that I would, you know what I mean? Go with your gut instinct a level deeper, a level higher than what you think of just because of my parents. Because you see how this shit went. So think of yourself be a little bit more selfish with your choice because you're going to be starting your own family. You're going to be a parent and a mom and you're going to be married. Don't worry about your parents that much because that shit can lead you to some shit like this. It's a lesson learned, all right?
So you apologize. So do you acknowledge that what you did
was messed up?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's it.
All right. Okay. Do you have any questions for them?
No, I mean they cleared the air, really.
Yeah.
So this was the first time you guys were able to really like speak and get down to like the truth.
Yeah, because I basically just ended it off like blank like that, and he didn't reach out. I didn't reach out.
He did reach out. Well, did he? I don't know. I'm kind of getting some stuff mixed up because he's saying the times that he did reach out and you never hit him back like a billion times. I'm still confused on when that happened. Like you never hit him back over and over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm thinking the times it makes sense to even describe something like that. The times that she never hit me back all these times because she ended it and I kept trying to get her to hit me back and I see her doing all these Instagram lives. How is she feeling then? I'm trying to figure out when that took place, but we got to the end of whatever, the ultimate end. So whatever, I guess. She still didn't explain a few things that were kind of weird, but does it really matter right now? Probably not.
So basically, if I didn't call any of you, we just
would have been the end of it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, people ask me about it all the time. My DMs flooded. My Instagram flooded. My TikTok flooded. My Facebook. People find me on Facebook. Flooded. Not even my dad's asking me questions about it. I'm like, okay, this is enough. This is enough.
Dad.
So, yeah, like my daddy. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. It's just,
No, I mean, I do hope that I hope the best for you both and
Individually,
right?
Yeah.
And it's sad to end like this because on the catch up, people really, really did like you guys, and they thought that this was a very a good couple.
But to be fair, there were comments that kind of called out a few things. Like there were some people saying like, I'm not getting romantic vibes from them, I'm getting friendship vibes. There were a few
y'all seem like buds.
comments like that.
That's kind of what I wanted to touch on, and that's why, like, I kind of, I guess, dragged it out was because I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she was like, you know, I kind of thought the same thing about my boyfriend. I didn't really like him. I didn't really show him any attention. You know, he chased me, yada, yada, yada. And then after a while, you know, she was like, I finally found that like romantic spark where she was like, hey, I like this guy now, you know? So that's what I was like really trying to like push, you know? Like I was at least trying to like find
So you're trying to
something.
find that feeling,
And
that
Mishna,
spark,
you
right?
can't even cap, you know that. I was at least like actively trying to, hey, how's it going? Hey, let's FaceTime. Hey, listen. You know what I mean? It's not like I was always ghost, always like, damn, this
Well,
nigga
yeah, you
never
did
hits me
communicate
It
up.
with
seemed like she did most of the ghosting.
You know
me,
what I
but
mean?
you did communicate with me. You did, but none of that really means anything if you said you picked me out of pity. And
Well, like I said, I was looking for
Well, now he's telling the truth. Now he's trying to find that spark, like his female coworker did. I mean, trying to do something the way a woman did. I'm not saying things in life can't obtain, like can't equal that to that of a man. We could do the same things and find romance the same way. But I'm just saying, like I guess that was his strategy, and it just didn't work.
romance. I didn't know if I had that spark with you right away. You know what I mean? Like we had to test it out. I don't know like truly what that like, oh my God, this is love. I literally told you that when we started dating. I was like, bro, I feel like yeah, I'm doing all this chasing. And for once it'd be great for, hey, like, Chandler, how are you today? You know what I mean, Chandler? I love you. Chandler, let's do this. Let's do that. Right? And again, it's not necessarily chasing, it's just like, yo, I'm showing this energy. Can I at least get that energy back?
you weren't
So
showing.
again,
So
Mission.
Chandler,
I don't know. She's saying he wasn't showing that. He's stressed out on like the thing he said. Okay, the reason I believe him is because he admitted, look, you were the last one. I didn't really like it like that at first, but I did try. Like you cannot say I did not try. I think he's literally telling the truth on that, and she's not saying everything. I think for some reason I think she's lying about a few things, but it's so polarizing to hear, you know, her say the things that she's saying. I invited you over. When somebody says you cook dinner, I don't know where you live, you know what? Those things polarize in a conversation and kind of run over a lot of some of the little details that spark some things in your brain about some of the things that he's saying. Some of the details that he's saying do get you thinking a little bit. Because at the end, there's some things that she didn't explain, like all the ghosting, like you ghost, and then she's saying that no, you didn't try, and he's saying no, I did, and you never answered me. I think she's lying about a few things, and he ended up coming out and telling the truth about a few things that make him look really, really bad. It make him look real bad.
How was I not showing that? We went on like 4 freaking dates.
And did he initiate all the dates? I think he's the one that might have planned all the dates.
so Chandler,
Even on the dates,
We got
even
ice
on the
cream.
dates, even
so
on the
Chandler, you're trying to find this spark, but
Yeah.
you wasn't feeling her. So
Yeah.
this is my thing, right? Even on the show, I tell people before the show, I tell everybody, if this person is not for you, pop their balloon, or if you have a balloon, pop it. Don't waste my time. Don't waste their time. Don't waste anyone's
Yeah.
time. Us being able to arrange stuff like this, and then just when you wasn't even into the person, it's a waste of time.
It's not by force.
It's not. I don't have time.
Here's the thing. Here's why I don't agree with that all the way. Because of the fact that I do give him a small bit of credit because he did try, but he actually admitted, you know what? I'm not really feeling, I don't really like you like that, but you're not a bad person to try to get to know and to try to make something up. Okay, let's start off as friends. Let's do it this way. I got to give some respect to that, to the point where at least he tried and he came out and told nothing but the truth. Because of the fact that every time somebody watches this show, they say, okay, you go by looks, you go by person. Okay, there's only so many questions you can ask. This is almost speed dating. We're only asking like maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 questions to be like, oh, is this a match? Is this a match? Is this a match? Is this a match? You got these like small bit of time and these small bit of questions to try to figure out somebody. You really got to go on a couple dates with them or see how they operate in public to get the real personality, to get the real person. You see this all the time. So I don't think it was necessarily a waste of time. It just feels like wasted time, but you figured out this person or whether you like them or not. And I think this was actually a pretty good conversation. I tried to find a spark. from stuff from her side, it's still kind of broken up pieces of information that she's not saying, because she don't want to make herself look bad. He made himself look bad. He was open to jump off a cliff. I give him that. But what I cannot give her like the fact of the whole truth, because she did not say the whole truth. I gotta say, like I'm telling it like it is. It does not sound like she's telling the whole truth, because she don't want to make herself look bad for the sake of this video. I really don't think she's trying to make herself look bad, and her parents
to waste. You understand? So no one's ever forced to do anything. So at that time, if you felt like she's not your type right in front of you, you should have just popped and left. So now we're here. Mishna, are you okay?
I'm fine. This is honestly something that, by the grace of God, my parents have prepped me before, that there are going to be people in your life that just aren't going to feel the same way as you. And I'm not going to let it, because I was feeling this for a while. Like immediately after our follow-up video, I've been feeling this. And when I invited him over to my house, it honestly confirmed it. So I've been mourning this for a while. This isn't anything like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate both of you for coming here and speaking your truths. This was
being open and honest.
Yeah. This was very powerful. And a lot of people go through this situation as well. More of the story, really, if you're not...
whether you like him or not, whether he was a jerk or not, he admitted, I do feel like a jerk, whoopty whoop. He told the whole truth. I think he told the complete truth. She didn't. So so I don't really know where to really go with this. He made himself look terrible. She's not open to that. I don't think she'll be able to handle that.
Feeling somebody, don't waste their time.
Don't drag it out.
Communicate about it. Everyone comment down below. I did speak to Mishna. Comment down below if I should bring her back for blind date love. Comment down below if you want that to happen. And I'll see what I can do.
Chandler, don't apply, okay?
Yeah.
No, get her on there. No, I'm not applying, but get Mishna on there. Yeah, no, of course.
Fresh out.
No, get her on there. He don't need to be on there. He put in the effort already. She be ghosting niggas and going on live and not. I don't know. We don't know what to do with you. You seem a little bit too tricky. I don't care how people feel bad for you or whatever. You seem a little bit tricky.
Fresh out.
Yeah,
because I seen people get invited over people's houses, cooking for them, doing all this other stuff, and it diabolically have other intentions to try to put on something performative just because you invited a dude over and all that other. But that does mean a lot. I think some of the truth she was telling, but she didn't tell the whole truth, so we're gonna leave it like that.
And you're done. Your time is up. Yeah, but do you have any?
No, that was it. Like,
hey, if whoever dates her, if she ever gets on blind date or whatever, I didn't see an episode with blind date love with her on it. If you, I pray to goodness no guy comes back and says, yeah, I dated her and she was doing the same thing to me. She never responded to shit. She never hit me back. She was there. Because that's still lost in the sauce part of the conversation. So we're going to leave it there.
Honestly, thank you both for coming on. Like we said earlier, thank you for your time. Thank you for, speaking with us, opening up, getting this closure from each other. Because, closure is really important.
Yeah.
So it's good that you guys were able to talk about it and really know where both were coming from.
Yeah. You not got any projects coming up?
Your project yourself. Chandler, just date who you really actually like. You know what I mean? Your communication skills are all over the place. I don't know what to tell you, homegirl. You got to work on something. Work on that and a couple other things. We didn't get the whole truth from you, but it is what it is.